welcome to Ashley Colo Beauty with mascara makeup. So I'm going to do just like a little video today on putting my makeup on. Alright, so first I'm going to start with the Stay Spray and use that as my base for all the makeup. And I'm going to just spray it on my damp Perfector sponge instead of straight on my face today. So I'm just going to spray it and then just put it all over my face. Now my face is just clean. I washed it this morning and then I put on moisturizer, and that's been sitting on my face probably for like 2 hours now. So it is definitely good to go. Okay, so then always let that dry before you start applying, which it doesn't take long at all. And then you can kind of fan your face. And then I am going to use my 30-second hack brush and kind of color correct right now, and that would be using my amber, which is a little darker color. So I'm going to be using the middle color right now. And I'm literally, just dab it, not too much. And I'm just going to put this over the areas that I'm trying to color correct. And I just put a light coating all over my face. So this is like your all over base color. We call them highlights, but this would be equivalent to your foundation. And again, I can color match you. I will put the link in the bottom because that's seriously what this makeup is all about. It's the correct color you're using on your face. Contours and blushes, you can basically use anything to your liking. But the face colors, it's always good to start at least with a color match, and then you can always play around later. But if you don't have the right colors, that's when the makeup starts to look splotchy. It kind of pulls apart. So it really needs to look like it's for your face in order for it to have that flawless finished look. All right, so that is that. My nose has been kind of red lately, so I am gonna just take my finger and dip it in Aspen, which is actually a brown. It's a very, very light brown color. It's one of our contours, but it's so light that it covers up redness. So I'm just gonna literally put it around my nose. And it covers up the redness that, maybe your highlight color just can't get. You can also put this under your eyes to kind of hide that shallow pocket there. As well, before you put your brightening highlight on. It really works really well. And I feel like I just have more control putting it on with my finger than I do with a brush. So this is kind of just all color correcting right now. Trying to cover up all those either tired bags, redness, darkness, whatever you got. And then I kind of just let it sit there for a few. So that's kind of how that works. Then, before I put my brightening highlight on, I'm going to do my contour and my bronzer. So contour today is Astoria. I'm going to use my Detailed Hack brush. And then that is this dark one right here. And I'm literally just gonna, you know, dabble. And you find your cheekbone, you go straight under it. You don't want to come too far in, just enough to give you that look. Okay. Same on the other side. Don't be scared. It's a cream, it blends, it's beautiful. Okay, so just try to make them even on each side. You can't go wrong if you do mess up or feel like you did. You know, we blend. And it's okay to do that, I promise. Okay, so now that we got our contour on our cheeks, I'm gonna take it and dab it in again. So we want to do our forehead. Our forehead will create some depth. You won't just have a big forehead here. So contour kind of goes on the sides here. And then I kind of just run it and put a little more on these. Because you want to create that shadow. That's kind of what contour does. It creates that shadow. So people are looking more at your face rather than, you know, your whole entire face. They're looking right at your eyes. So you just want to get that shadowy look. And then I kind of bring it down to frame my face to where the contour is on my cheeks. And don't worry, like you always blend. So it might look like I have just like a line on my forehead, but I promise it'll be blended. It'll be good. So then after I do my contour, I'm going to take my B square brush, small end, and that's going to be for bronzer. So I'm going to dip it in my bronzer, and then bronzer goes wherever the sun would hit your face, kind of where you want that pretty glow look. So it'll go kind of on the tops of your cheeks, your forehead. You can even put on your nose, your chin, like the high points of where the sun would hit you. And I just kind of bring it down. That glow. That glowy look. And this is a cream, so like you can't go wrong. If you feel like you need a little more, you can. Whatever you want. You can bring it and frame your jawline. You can also do that again with your contour. I just want that like sun-kissed glow today. And it's okay, like start out with a little bit. If you want to add more, just keep adding. It's kind of your own preference on kind of how you want to do your face. All right, we'll do our blush with this. All right, so I'm gonna use Ruby today, which is really pretty pink-y red. It's kind of dark or looks dark and it might scare you, but don't let it fool you. So I'm just gonna literally dip it. It's very pigmented, it goes a long way. You don't need to get too crazy with it, so that's good. Then I'm literally just gonna dab it on my cheek. Okay. And then blend. And I'm gonna take my B squared and kind of blend that in. Because you don't need much, it's just a really pretty pink that you can't go wrong with. All right, so now I'm gonna take my highlight color, that is my brightening, and go under my eyes and like my T-zone and my chin, and I'm going to use Candlelit today. And we will go in Power Powder Brush. So I'm gonna use like the real dense end, go into that. And kind of dab it under my eye, and then I'm gonna bring it in like down. So if you only do under your eye, you're kind of creating that you are covering up your circles, like dark circles or whatever. But if you go in a pie shape, it's gonna elongate your eye, and then it won't look cut off where people are gonna be focusing that you're trying to cover up something. So try to just, when you go under, bring it down, but don't cover up your blush. So it kind of just goes in like that pie shaped. And then I'll bring it over my nose. I kind of just stipple it in. And then I'll put a little on my chin. This kind of helps like bring out the contour and your chiseled cheekbone. But, you know, it just really brightens up that part of your face that you want people to look at. And then I kind of do a little bit up here to right under all that bronzer and whatnot. Cool. You put too much, again, just use your damp perfector sponge and kind of go over those areas, so that way it'll just suck up any extra that are sitting in your fine lines and wrinkles. So don't ever forget about that. They're always good to have, and remember, they need to be damp to use. So that is our face. So we got our Ruby, we got our Astoria contour, we got Bella bronzer, and our highlights on. And then for eyes, I would like to put on a primer. I'm using the NYX Proof It eyeshadow primer. Just try to put that on to kind of hold it a little better. And it does get a little sticky, so you do want to let this dry so that it really holds on your eyeshadow colors. It's really nice. I really do like it. Been using it for a little while now. And right now it's my favorite. Alright. Let's see. Colors today. These are the colors I will be using, and then also my illuminator for some brightness. Colors are Cupcake, Trust, Zion, and Peppa. So Cupcake, Trust, Zion, and Peppa. So I'm just looking for like a simple eye. Since I'm using Ruby on my cheeks and on my lips, I just really want that nice simple eye look. Nothing too crazy. So I am gonna start with a base color and use Peppa all over my lid. So it's really pretty. It has a little shimmer in it. So I'm just kind of gonna put the base of it all over like my lid, and then kind of bring it up to the top. Really pretty. Same on this side. So is a really pretty color. It's like a, it almost looks orange in the square, but it's actually like a mauve. It's real pretty. Mauve color. All right. So I like to use our eyeshadows. This is why I have the dark brown Trust. I like to use that as my eyeliner, like under my eye. I really like how it just like opens up my eyes, and I don't have to use liquid or anything like that, so I kind of just stick with that, and then I'll put a little bit on top of my eyelid and kind of blend it into the pepper where it's almost like that smudged look. And I just blend, blend, blend until I like it. So it kind of just opens. It gives that illusion of eyeliner on top of my lid. So I like that. And if I get any too high up, I'll just blend that like that. Yeah. So that is that. And then in the corner of my eye, I'm just going to use a little Zion to kind of bring in that burnt orange that I have in my outfit. In this crease a little bit. Not too much, just a tiny bit. Because it really looks, the pepper and just like the eyeliner look is perfect together as it is, but to always bring in whatever I'm wearing, I like to spice it up. Then I just take the end of my fluffy and blend, blend, blend. All of it, all over. If you ever get like eyeshadow on your face, you can always just use your 30-second hack or whatever brush you're using, be squared, and just kind of blend it again. All right, so there's that. And then I'm literally just gonna take Cupcake and put that here in my eye, like in the brow. For a little light. And that is that. Now, I like to set with a powder in like my T-zone area, so I'm going to use our Vanilla Dust and my Damp Perfector sponge. And kind of set the makeup. So now, like that my makeup's been sitting on my face, if it ever settled into fine lines, and that is kind of where I would take my sponge and do that. I go around my face and then spray, setting spray, and then set with your powder, and then that is it. So let that dry. You really can't use too much setting powder unless you're like drenching yourself in it, but a couple sprays, let that dry, set with your powder, if you're using one. And then mascara, and we're all good to go. So we'll let that dry. Fan yourself. So then I'm gonna take my damp perfector sponge and just put it into the setting powder. Kind of swipe it so it'll get on there. And then I literally just set my face with it. And that is it. Then I'll just put mascara on and I'll be good to go. And then we will put some Ruby on our lips for some color. And I'm just going to use my finger. And that's it. So a simple eye with just like a bolder lip and cheek, but it's not too much, so I didn't put too much on, just for a little like color. And that's it. Thanks for watching Ashley Cole Beauty with Mascara Makeup.